Hello everybody, welcome to Deluxe Collectibles, and today I'm going to be doing a video ranking my top 10 horror Funko Pops. I'm really excited to do this video because it's October, so I wanted to try to do some Halloween themed videos, so look out for some more of those on my channel. But for this one specifically, as I said, I'll be going over my top 10 favorite horror-themed Funko Pops, and I will be ranking them, giving them each a score out of 5, which will total out of a score of 50, which I will also do in a percentage mark as well. And then I will go over my wants from this list of which ones that I don't actually own yet, and I will also be letting you know which ones I already have in my collection as well, because some of these I already do own personally. And then I will be giving you my total score and slash my final verdict for the waves. So let's get straight into it with number 10.
This isn't real enough for you, Billy. I'm not real enough for you. It wasn't real enough for Georgie.
Alright, so at number 10 here we have Pennywise with Raw Iron. Now this one is an FYE exclusive. I was very fortunate to be able to get this one when I went over to the States, and it is amazing. It's a fantastic looking sculpt and just an amazing pop overall. I really love the moment that it's capturing from the film where Beverly throws that right through his head. It was a fantastic moment, and Pennywise captured in this looks so creepy. He looks very demonic, and I love his outfit, of course, just your classic Pennywise there from these new films, and just he looks amazing. His teeth look like they're all just kind of thrown together, like they just look so mismatched, and then just how his eye, one of them is just done. He just looks like he is just finished here. It's a very well done pop, very scary looking. So for this one, I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5. I feel like it's really well done, just an amazing pop overall, and that's why I made it on the list. And now let's move on to number 9.
This isn't real enough for you, Billy. I'm not real enough for you. It wasn't real enough for Georgie.
Okay, so at number 9 we have a Nightmare Before Christmas pop, and it is Jack Skellington with Dapper Hat. This is the Hot Topic exclusive Diamond Edition, and it looks amazing. I really love this one. I think he looks fantastic. The colors on this one are really nice. I like how they just use subtle, like a purple and then a darker blue, like a navy blue, just to make it stand out a little bit more. But then he's just in the black suit and the black hat as well, and really nice top hat there. I love that. And then just his expression looks really great. He looks very happy, and overall this one just captures Jack Skellington really well. It's definitely my favorite version of the character. I don't actually own this pop, but it's amazing from what I can see and what I have seen, and this one scores a 4 out of 5 for me. I think that it's really well done, a fantastic addition here, and that's why it's in the spot of number 9. And now let's move on to number 8.
This isn't real enough for you, Billy. I'm not real enough for you. It wasn't real enough for Georgie.
Alright, now in the spot of number 8 we have Georgie. So this one's really cool. You're gonna notice a trend throughout this video that I really love it, and that's why a lot of the pops are in this list. And I think Georgie is fantastic, especially his chase version. I think the chase just makes him look so scary, very creepy with his arm ripped off there. I think that's amazing. Really doing a good job of capturing that just terrifying opening moment for the film. I think that that's really cool. I like how they made his skin look very dead. He just looks really creepy here with those big black eyes as well, just kind of staring into your soul. I think that he looks amazing, and the yellow raincoat here really highlights him as well, making him a bit more bright here, but just the skin looking so dyed out is really creepy. And the common's cool as well. I really love the chase for this one. That's why it's a little bit lower on the list as well, though, because of course I can't guarantee that I'd be able to get the chase. And a funny story here is that I actually found 2 of the chases at a Walmart, and I didn't really find them myself, though. I was going over to a stand, and they had put out a brand new stand, and this lady was looking through it, and she found a Friends Chase Pop. She found 2 Georgies. She found another one as well. I can't exactly remember which one it was, but it was amazing. And I was gonna say something like, hey, could I maybe get one of those Georgie chases? But I didn't bother. She didn't really seem like she wanted me looking over there. I'm not sure what she was trying to do with the pop, and I'm not gonna make any assumptions, like if she was trying to be a scalper or anything like that, like sell it online after. But I think that it was still pretty cool to get to at least have a glimpse of it in person out in the wild. But that one is amazing, and that's why it's going to score a 4 out of 5. I think it's really well done. And now let's move on to number 7.
This isn't real enough for you, Billy. I'm not real enough for you. It wasn't real enough for Georgie.
Okay, so at number 7 we have another Nightmare Before Christmas pop, and it is Sally. This is the Diamond Edition from Hot Topic. This one's really cool. I'm an absolute huge fan of the Diamond collection, and these versions are just really cool, very well done. I love her hair. It really stands out a lot. I have actually seen this one in person. I haven't seen the Dapper Jack in person, but I've seen this one, and I never picked it up because it was just a little bit more pricey. Here in Canada, it's about $18, which is quite a bit, and I didn't have any coupons or anything, so I did pass on it. But I do think that she looks amazing, really well done here. The amount of colors on her are very cool. It contrasts with Jack's color scheme really well also. I think that she looks just amazing. I like the extra little rings that they put around her eye as well, and just the scars going along one of her eyes also, and the flower on the top of her head. She just looks amazing. I think she looks really cool. The details on her dress are very well done. So this one's going to earn a 4 out of 5. I think that it's an absolutely fantastic Diamond collection pop, and that's why it made the list. And now let's move on to number 6.
This isn't real enough for you, Billy. I'm not real enough for you. It wasn't real enough for Georgie.
Alright, so at number 6 here we have the It Chapter 1 movie moment. This one is a fantastic movie moment. It's probably one of my favorite ones. I think it's capturing such an iconic scene, of course, before what happens to the Chase version of Georgie. But Pennywise looks really creepy here. I like his blue eyes also. Those look great. They recreated the sewer really well here. I think that the water on this looks so phenomenal, and Georgie's boat there as well looks really cool. It's just a great moment here, super iconic and just really well done. I like the little touch of the grass over there and some of the dirt where you can see the worms crawling through it, which is really cool. And overall, this one just looks fantastic. This one was a Hot Topic exclusive as well, which was really cool, and this one's going to get a 4 out of 5. I think it's amazing. A really well done movie moment here, one of my favorites. And now let's move on to number 5.
This isn't real enough for you, Billy. I'm not real enough for you. It wasn't real enough for Georgie.
Okay, so at number 5 here we have Jack Torrance. Now this one is kind of the same sort of case with Georgie, where he has an awesome Chase version where he's all frozen over. I think this one looks amazing. Really cool scene here that it's capturing, and he just looks awesome. I do really like the common here though, and that's why this one ranked a little bit higher than the Georgie pop, because this one actually looks really cool with how it's just, the common version can kind of stand on its own here. It's not that basic. I like the kind of like almost stress that it's capturing around his eyes, like he's just going insane. I like the little bit of blood splatter on his forehead. The hair sculpt looks amazing, holding the axe there with the blood. He just looks really scary, like a guy who you would not want to run into, and this one looks fantastic. I'm going to be giving it a 4 out of 5. I think it's really well done. And now let's move on to number 4.
This isn't real enough for you, Billy. I'm not real enough for you. It wasn't real enough for Georgie.
Okay, so at number 4 here we have Jason Voorhees, the 8-bit version, which is the EB Games exclusive one, where it's capturing the NES version of Jason, and he looks amazing. I love the color scheme on this one. It's really switching it up here, going with those classic 8-bit colors. I think those look amazing, while still looking kind of creepy as well. He almost looks kind of similar to the Jack Torrance chase, where he's kind of frozen over, but I love the purple going against the lighter blue there. That looks great. He just looks amazing. I'm not a huge 8-bit person for the actual Funko Pops, but this one was one that I cannot pass up putting on the list. I think he looks amazing, and it's just really cool overall. So for this one, I'm going to be giving it a 4.5 out of 5. I think that this one's fantastic, really well done, capturing that 8-bit look really well here, while also making him look still super creepy and scary. So that's why he's on the list, and now let's move on to number 3.
This isn't real enough for you, Billy. I'm not real enough for you. It wasn't real enough for Georgie.
Alright, now at number 3 we get to the super cool ones. This one is Pennywise with Balloon. This is from It Chapter 2, and I think they found a way to really improve upon the previous It Chapter 1 pops. I think this one looks amazing. It's something about the way they are doing the eyes now, with like the little bit of eye shadowing around the eyes. It just makes him look so demonic and creepy, and I love the I Love Dairy balloon. I think it looks amazing. Very nice bright red there, which really captures it really well and really brightens up Pennywise, because I think the unique thing about Pennywise is I feel like he's a horror character that is still scary in the day. Like some characters, they lose a little bit of their scariness when they're captured in daylight circumstances, but this character just looks amazing in the bright light and everything, really showing off his colors there, especially on his face as well. And his torso and legs look really great also. I think this one's just really well done overall, so it's going to get a 5 out of 5. I think this one's just absolutely perfect, and now let's move on to number 2.
This isn't real enough for you, Billy. I'm not real enough for you. It wasn't real enough for Georgie.
Alright, so at number 2 we have Michael Myers. This one is a FYE exclusive version where he is covered in blood splatter. Now I think they did so well with this one because they really just went with it when they did the blood splatter on this one. They didn't just put a few dots on him, they just completely covered him, and I can testify for that because I do actually own this pop in real life. I will reveal that right now. This one's really cool. I was very lucky to be able to get this one from FYE. It was a complete surprise. I wasn't expecting it at all, and even given its more basic sculpting on the torso, kind of keeping with that classic Funko style, I think this one is still able to stand out really well and capture that sort of iconic look to Michael Myers, which is really essential here in this pop. And I think he just looks super creepy with that just kind of just blank stare at you. It just makes him very unpredictable looking, and he just looks amazing. That awesome huge knife there, very intimidating look here. So for this one, I'm going to be giving it a 5 out of 5. I think this one's perfect, capturing it very well. And now let's move on to number 1.
This isn't real enough for you, Billy. I'm not real enough for you. It wasn't real enough for Georgie.
Alright, so at number 1 we have my number 1 favorite horror Funko Pop, and this one is from It Chapter 2. It's Pennywise with skateboard. This is the Hot Topic exclusive. I actually own 2 of these pops because one of my friends was gracious enough to pick it up for me. I did tell him that I did want it, and he was able to grab it for me. Of course, when I eventually got to see him, I bought it from him to obviously refund him the cost, but that was really nice of him because I really wanted to ensure I got this one, because when I first saw it was revealed, it just looked amazing. It absolutely blew me away, and then I was able to get one myself as well before I bought the one off of him because I was able to find it at a Hot Topic, because I thought it would sell out fairly quickly, but I'm pretty sure there was a slight restock of him, and so I was very lucky about that. So I do have 2 of these in my collection, and he looks amazing. I may at some point when I have a proper display one of them out of box, because this one looks awesome. The sculpting on it's really well done. I love holding that skateboard there with that text there. Won't be there for him either. I think that's really great. Taunting Bill there. And now having seen the movie and knowing the context around this, it makes it seem even scarier. And he just looks amazing. The blood around his mouth, just so creepy. He's just doused in all of it. It's a very scary looking pop. Definitely the most scary one from the list in my opinion, and this one's awesome. That's why it's on the list here. And now let's move on to my wants and also the ones that I have in my collection.
This isn't real enough for you, Billy. I'm not real enough for you. It wasn't real enough for Georgie.
Okay, so now it's time for the wants portion of this video for the ones that I have on my wish list here, and I will also let you know first of all the ones that I already have in my collection, just to eliminate those ones from the rankings here. So the ones that I have in my collection include the Pennywise with wrought iron, I have the It Chapter 1 movie moment, I have the common Jack Torrance, I have the Jason Voorhees 8-bit version, I have Pennywise with balloon, Michael Myers FYE exclusive, and Pennywise with the Hot Topic skateboard. And those are all really cool pops. Those ones are fantastic. I'm really happy to have all of those in my collection. And then for the ones that I want at the moment, I would really love to be able to get the Jack Torrance chase. I'm not sure if I'd have to pay like some higher prices for it, but I think that's a really cool one. I would also love to be able to get the Georgie chase. I think that one's really great. I'm not too interested in the common version. Don't get me wrong, it's still pretty cool, but I kind of have that version represented in the movie moment, so I think it would be cool to get the chase. And then I would also love to be able to get the Jack Skellington and the Sally Diamond Collection versions. I think those are really great. It would be nice to get them at a good price with maybe a coupon or something at Hot Topic, but I think overall those ones are just really fantastic. So that's it for my want list and the ones that are already in my collection. And now let's move on to the final verdict and the total score for the wait.
This isn't real enough for you, Billy. I'm not real enough for you. It wasn't real enough for Georgie.
Okay, so now coming to the end of this video here, I'm going to let you know what this entire list ranked here. So of course for this one, it scored a 43 out of 50, which translates into a percentage of 86, which is really, really good. I think that that's a very high score here. And this one has an advantage over the ones where I'm ranking just a new wave of pops, because it doesn't guarantee I'm going to like all of the pops in a new wave. But when you're doing a top 10 list, of course, these are obviously your top 10 of this sort of genre. So that's why this one gets such a high score here. I think that it's really well done. There's some really great horror pops here, and I think that they're awesome. And you might be wondering why there's maybe a few missing from this list, some iconic characters. It's because I'm not fully into the horror world yet. I've seen a few horror films, but I'm still kind of getting into it. I used to not really like horror movies because I was too scared to watch them, but now I really enjoy them. I think they're amazing, and I'm really getting into them. So at some point, this list may be updated, but let me know your thoughts on the list here. Let me know if there are any on the list that you would also put on your top 10 horror list, which for sure, let me know what your favorite horror Funko Pop is down below in the comments section. And also, if you enjoyed the video, I would really appreciate if you could like it. Leave a like. I would really love that. That would be fantastic. And also subscribe to the channel if you would like to see more videos surrounding ranking lists and things like that. I also do some reactions at times, and I also do a monthly haul video where I show you some of the Funko Pops, Lego, Blu-rays, all that cool collectible stuff that I picked up, so be sure to check out any of those videos. Thank you all for watching this. I will see you all next time, and always remember, keep on collecting.